Okay, folks, this is a video on, let's see, side lengths in similar triangles and how to find them. Get the paper up here, make sure it's all focused up in a sec. Sorry about the delay here. But the idea when you are looking for scale factor, right, and this is how we lead up missing side lengths because you need this scale factor to do that. Make sure that's focused. You kind of need to make sure you know which one is your image and which one's your pre-image. Images will have prime notation on them or some indication that it is the new shape. In this one I have this triangle labeled as A, that's A prime, so this is the new shape. So our scale factor is going to be less than 1 because it's a reduction. Our shape is getting smaller, so it's going to be this 12. Actually, sorry, what you're going to do is you're going to take the image and you're going to divide by the pre-image. So that's 3 divided by 12. Divide the top and the bottom by the same number that goes into both. You end up getting 1/4, right? So your scale factor is 1/4. You could say 0.25, right? But again, it's an reduction, so you need to make sure that you don't say 12 divided by 3, which would give you 4, which would give you a scale factor bigger than 1, okay? Speaking of an enlargement, we've got the scale factor right here. We can tell that this is the pre-image and this is the image because of the prime notation over here. So it's an enlargement, so our scale factor is going to be bigger than 1. So we're going to take the image and divide by the pre-image. So that's 10 divided by 5, which in this case is 2. So our scale factor is 2. Okay. There's a scale factor between the two similar trapezoids. This should actually read parallelogram. My bad. Shapes are not drawn to scale. Oh, for all these, shapes are not drawn to scale. So I have this is my pre-image, and this is my image. I know that because this the image is labeled with prime notation. So the idea is we're going to take the image and divide by the pre-image. Basically, take the all the time you're going to be taking the image sides and dividing by the pre-image sides. So this is going to be 15 divided by 10. Right, which is going to give us 1.5 or 1.5. And if we do the same thing over here, right, this 12 divided by 8, right, that's also going to give us 1.5. So our scale factor is going to be 1.5, right? Let's double check our work with the calculator, okay? So 15 divided by 10, 1.5, and 12 divided by 8, 1.5. Okay, this is going to be the same scale factor for all our sides right here. Scale factor here, we have a reduction, right? So we're going to have our image divided by our pre-image, so it's going to be 8 divided by 24. 8 is going to go into both of those evenly, so it's going to be 1/3. So our scale factor is 1/3. Again, it's a reduction, so it's got to be less than 1. Okay. So this is kind of a culmination. Here we're going to basically be using the fact that we can find scale factors and then applying that scale factor to find missing sides. Okay. So we have these two triangles being similar. Shapes are not drawn to scale. What are A and B? And the idea here is that we'll find the scale factor. I'm gonna assume that this is my original here. I'm going to call this, whatever, C, and I'm going to call this C prime. So I'm assuming it's an enlargement. It doesn't really matter for this case whether it's an enlargement or a reduction, because I'm just asking you to find missing sides. So the idea is I'm going to take the image and divide by the pre-image. Okay, you could reverse this and you get the same scale factor, but I've got 10 here matching to 4. And that's the only kind of matching sides that I have, right? I have, do I have a highlighter? I don't have a highlighter. Anyway, this side here is gonna match to this side here. It's the only one I have that has the same side labeled with numbers rather than, right? Because this side is labeled with A, this side is labeled with B, so the only ones that match up. So I'm gonna take my image, divide by pre-image. Miss Vital, how you doing?
I was gonna ask if you could put my thing, but it sounds like you're doing that.
If you can give me about 2 minutes. Cool. Did you send it to me?
Yeah,
70 copies? Cool.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Let's see, we're going to divide by 2 on the top and the bottom to simplify this fraction. We end up with 5/2, which is the same thing as 2.5. Right, let's just double check our work with the calculator. 2.5 right there, 5 divided by 2. So our scale factor is 2.5. So now we can actually use that to find the missing sides right here. So if I'm taking this 9 and I'm going to multiply it by 2.5 to find this side. So for b, it's going to be 9 times 2.5. Okay. I'm just going to do real quick here. 9 times 5 is 45. Carry the 4. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 4 is 22. We have one decimal. So b is 22.5, whatever it is. Units, I don't know, inches, centimeters, doesn't matter. And so now to reverse it, we're going to take that 15 and divide by 2.5 for a. Right? So 15 divided by 2.5. I'm just going to pop it in the calculator for that because I am running out of time here. 15 divided by 2.5 is going to, not syntax error, clear that. 15 divided by 2.5 gives us 6. So that's 6 units right there. So A is 6, B is 22.5. Kind of make sure that I know that those are my answers. Explain the steps to find one of the missing sides. Well, first you need to find scale factor. Factor by dividing one side of the image by the corresponding side on the pre-image. And then you would do, say something like multiply the side of the pre-image by the scale factor. Ooh, dang, running out of room. Pre-image, I'm going to say by k, to find the corresponding side. To find the, oh man, missing corresponding side. So that's how you would explain it right there.